This is something very important for our community, and I'm bringing this as a pocket item. It's not on our agenda, but it has to do with the hurricane recovery that we're experiencing throughout our city. While our public works and our solid waste and our management do need to be commended for their very strong and diligent work, we simply don't have the tools to clear the streets as fast as they need to be cleared. If you live in this city on a residential street, chances are there's a giant pile of very dry and dirty and smelly leaves in front of your house right now, and that is unacceptable. Understanding we've just been through a big storm, understanding there's 1 million cubic yards of debris in the city that we have to try to dispose of and as quickly and efficiently as possible, the residents end up coming last here because obviously we have to clear our roadways and our main arteries first. We have to clear our crucial functioning hospitals and schools, municipal buildings. We have to clear those second. The residential streets end up getting the short end of the dirty stick. And so these dirty sticks lay in our streets for long. And it's unacceptable because it's a danger. It's a danger to safety. There have already been car accidents due to the blind spots created by these trees down that are sticking out of the swales. It's a fire hazard, as the leaves now 2 weeks later are very, very dry. One cigarette could put up an entire street. You know, from a health perspective, you don't want the rats to start coming around. There's a lot, now the garbage is starting to get mixed, which we can't say enough. Please do not mix your piles, but I know it's very, very hard. People are clearing their houses and their street and their yards, and their yard cuttings are now getting mixed with you know, the household garbage and the regular debris that would be picked up. So what I'm asking for needs a 4/5 of our commission. I'm sorry, it needs a unanimous vote of our commission, because we normally have a procurement process that brings in our contractors, and it's not working fast enough. And this is the process we use to make sure that we're giving the fairest shake to all contractors, that we're getting the best price for the city, and this can and should only be waived in times of emergency. So my resolution is really affirming that we are in a state of emergency, not just from the hurricane itself, but within the recovery and the safety of our residents, that we need to waive some procurement rules and empower our manager to do everything possible to bring in as many contractors as possible. And it's not to say he's not doing that. They are doing the best they can with the legislation and tools available to them. This will free them up further. I want them to be looking at piggybacking opportunities off of other municipalities and counties to find contractors that aren't yet contracted with us but easily could be. I want them to get as many local providers as absolutely possible and get these subs brought in. But I also want more primaries, because right now the city's only split in two. And if I understand correctly, one of those two just accepted another contract at the county, as if they don't have enough work with us. And so we really need to maximize our primary contractors, that make sure the city is divided up in the most efficient way. Parts of the city have been hit worse than others, and I really want to make sure that we are concentrating our strongest forces where the biggest piles are and where the mess is. But this is for the whole city. It's not our fault, but it's a mess that we need to fix. And I believe this resolution, which everyone should have a copy of at this point, I apologize, the city attorney's been working very hard with me to get it out very quickly this morning, because otherwise we're going to be potentially another 2 weeks without them having the freedom to hire more contractors.
All in favor of the motion say aye.
Aye.
Aye. All against? Unanimous, right?
Thank you. As amended on the floor. Thank you.
Pocket item motion passes.